This is Hebrews chapter 6, talking about how God swore by his name to bless Abraham and multiply his descendants after he passed the test of obeying God to the extent of even willing to sacrifice his one and only son, which he has waited for 25 years or more, Isaac. It is incredible since God promised Abraham. 25 years passed, nothing happened. And at that time, he was already in the 70 plus years of age. And, talking about God taking a long time, a critical moment. His wife was in the 90s when she finally gave birth, which is, of course, miraculous. Point all the way to the miraculous nature, power of God. At first, I just want to cover that, how much God's heart is moved when he saw Abraham's boldness and integrity and faith and total dedication to the Lord. When he was tested by God to offer his son, he actually did. And God stopped him from stabbing his son Isaac on the altar. It's an unbelievable saga. And it is so unbelievable, so moving that God swear by his name. God, usually we swear by a guy higher than you. There's no one higher than God. So God swear by himself. His words, which is already infallible, but he swear by his name on top, by two unchangeable nature. Okay, let me read that. For when God made a promise to Abraham, since he had no one greater than by whom to swear, he swore by himself, saying, surely I'll bless you and multiply you, Abraham. And thus Abraham, having waited patiently, obtained the promise. He waited for 25 years. Okay, surely I'll bless you, and Abraham, having waited, obtained the promise. 25 years. Okay, so 25 years later, he got his son, the only son. It's crazy. So by Hebrews chapter 6 here says that, God guaranteed it with an oath, so that by two unchangeable things it was impossible for God to lie. Even with one promise, whatever God said, God created the world by his spoken words, let alone him lying with the word. It's just impossible. That would be so going against who God is. And yet, to really double up to assure Abraham, because he's so pleased with Abraham, so impressed by Abraham, so blown away Abraham, that God said, you know what, I'm going to double up, swear by my name, so that I would dispel any notion of doubt or whatever. I guarantee with an oath. So God swear, guarantee. Okay, so what does that mean to us? It means that it is that we who have fled for refuge. I love these words. ESV, we have fled for refuge. What kind of refuge? If you're living in this world, honestly, if you are as a Christian living in this world, there are so many times we need to flee for refuge from the enemy of the evil one, from our own brokenness, from our own insufficiency, from our own troubles and joy. May God bless us. God promised to bless us. So, but it's not a bed of roses or bed of blessings, so to speak, because there will be so many challenges. The devil is all out to assault us, the world is assaulting us, and our own internal brokenness, depravity. So all these are really pushing against us. We need refuge. So that's why Hebrews 6, we who have fled for refuge. Let me see NIV. What does it say? Okay. All right. We have this. Okay, so we have this hope as anchor for the soul, firm and secure. Wow. This is not as clear as the ESV version. ESV's version say this. Verse 18. We who have fled for refuge may have strong encouragement to hold fast to the hope. Hold fast to the hope. When you are fleeing for your refuge, you need hope. So the hope lays before you will be so strong and so mighty. When you think about, when you look back to double up promise of God, essentially God said, don't worry, whatever you face, whatever difficulties and hardship you face, they will pass away. I will back you up. I'll be the anchor of your soul. That's what it says. In Jesus Christ, you have that hope, but you can hold fast to that hope. That hope is untouchable. Just hold on to it, because I swear 2 times. All right, God swore 2 times to Abraham. We are children of Abraham by faith. We inherit the promise in Christ Jesus because Jesus fulfilled the requirements. Praise be to God.